Hello, everybody. This is Pastor Chris Wilson from St. Andrew Christian Church, and excited to be with you and talk about my sermon this coming week. We are embarking on a new series. It's kind of partnering with our stewardship campaign for 2025. The theme that we have come up with for this year is called Difference Makers, and St. Andrew Christian Church clearly is a bunch of difference makers. And so over the next 4 Sundays, we'll reflect on different ways that we think about making a difference. And part of that is casting a vision and looking forward in meaningful ways. And so some of the passages are kind of counter to the vision process. What are some of the obstacles that prevent us from living into our full potential as a community of faith? And so this first week in the Difference Maker theme, we'll be looking at a passage from the book of Exodus in the Hebrew Scriptures. And God's people have left Egypt, they've left their bondage, they're in the process of migrating to a promised land, and they're wandering the wilderness. The Egyptians are behind them, everything is in front of them, and yet while they're in the wilderness, they seem to complain about, we don't have any water, we don't have any food. And they basically complain about how much better they had it in Egypt than what their life is now. And the sermon title is, we tend to look back more so than we look forward. Is that sometimes our past gets in the way of our future. And God's people were really doing comparative thinking. And comparative thinking is really not very helpful when you cast a vision, because there's always some glory days in the past that we can hearken back to. So if we're only like this, things would be better. And that's just kind of a false notion of how we create thriving, healthy communities. And so the first part of casting a vision and being difference makers in the world is we can learn from our past, but not to return to our past. We want our past to inform how we move forward. So this theme of difference makers and how we navigate past, present, and future tense thinking really is a critical component of how we create a vision, how we live into that vision, and how we allow our future to be full of possibilities and potential in our lives. So that will be kind of the launch point this week. So I hope you'll join us on Sunday in person. If you're not joining us in person, join us in the live stream. We'd love to have you. So join us for worship. Worship's at 9:30 on Sunday morning. Hope to see you there. Thanks so much.